Alright guys, so our lure review this week is going to be on the Jackall Mudsucker. The Mudsucker is just a topwater walk the dog style twitch pop bait. We've got two of them, two different colors like usual, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at them. Alright guys, so the Jackall Mudsucker 110, there's only one size in this lineup, even though they're distinguishing it with that 110 as you can see right there on the back. They're probably going to come out with another one because usually when you see these companies make that distinguishing number on a bait, it generally means there's another one, and there's not another one on the 110 right now. This is just speculation, but it's fairly educated for me because I've seen them when they have this distinguishing number like this 110. It generally means that there's another one. So, but you go onto Jackall's website, they only have this 110 size. So this one size here is a 4.4 inch in length, and it has a weight of a ½ ounce, and obviously it is a topwater bait, so it's floating. And it's just a walk the dog style bait. You can see that I've got two colors. I'm going to go over the colors with you real quick here. You can see that I've got this this ghost minnow color again, just like I did in the SK Pop Grande review that I did. It's the same exact thing that the same exact problem per se that we had with the SK Pop Grande. When you go to the Jackall's website, you'll see that this color, in this ghost minnow color, is more purple when they took their picture than it is in real life. In real life, it is just like any other ghost minnow color that you're going to see, just like this ghost minnow and this Lucky Craft gunfish. So this ghost minnow has this this particular color. It has this painted scale pattern, as well as the bait also has an etch scale on it, so you can see the painted scales right on it. Let me see if I could focus on it a little bit. So you can see the painted scales on there fading into the raised, or not raised, but the etch scales on the side. And then it also has that gold brownish head, and then that white kind of pearl, not really all that pearl, but you can see a little bit of that color changing effect inside on the belly of the bait. No painted throat or anything like that. So this is the Jackall Mudsucker Ghost Minnow, and it's not purple. This next color I'm going to show you is HL Sunfish. They have 6 colors in this Mudsucker lineup, and 2 of them have HL in front of them. They have the HL Royal Black and the HL Sunfish. And if you remember when I did the SK Pop Grande video, this was the HL Royal Black, and this is the HL Sunfish. You can see that they're both that foil pattern finish. So I'm sure that HL just stands for some kind of a foil pattern. It's just distinguishing it from a foil pattern, because in looking at their other colors, they have the Ghost Minnow and the Golden Shiner are both kind of a transparent type of color, and then they have the light blue back chartreuse, which is just a blue back with chartreuse sides, and then they have a Tennessee Shad, which are just, both of those two baits are kind of just painted baits. And then they have this one and the HL Royal Black. So HL Sunfish and HL Royal Black are both like the foil pattern finishes. So it seems like they've got 2 of each of, you have like 2 of the transparent, 2 of the painted, and 2 of the foil patterns. So, and this one is the HL Sunfish, like I said. It's got this black back. You can see the lines going down that are kind of distinctive of a bluegill or a perch or a sunfish in this case. And then it goes down into this foiled pattern right here, and then down into that same white belly as this one here. And this one has this painted orange throat there. So there's HL Sunfish. Now I keep showing you this gunfish because this bait reminds me so much of a gunfish. I mean, it works exactly the same way. It sits in the water the same way. In fact, the smaller gunfish has a very similar style mouth. It's not going to throw a ton of water. It'll throw more than just your standard spooks or something like that, because it is a walk the dog style bait, but it's going to pop a little bit more because it has that cupped mouth. The one thing that you're not going to see on this bait like you see on the gunfish is the gunfish has an oval split ring, where this one just has that straight ring on it. You see that it has these fantastic holographic three-dimensional eyes. I commented on these on the SK Pop Grande, how it has that yellow greenish sclera with the black cornea, and it's got this orange line going around the cornea. So it's just a really nice looking three-dimensional eye, different than some of the other companies that I've seen. It also, something that I notice about this bait is the very pronounced raised gill plates on them. If I can get it to the focus. There's a lot of detail in this bait. I mean, just looking at the gills and with the etched scales on them, and the three-dimensional holographic eyes, you can see that it's got that bottom lip too. I mean, this looks more like a fish's mouth. It's not just a cutout. You can see the detail that they put around it, that it looks like a fish kind of opening up its mouth. And it also has a lot more contour to the bait than the gunfish does. And what does that mean to you? I don't know. I didn't pay close enough attention to find out whether or not this contour on this bait really means anything. But it's definitely different, because you look down a gunfish and it doesn't have that same type of contour going down the bait. It's more streamlined on a gunfish, where this one it's going back, fading back into the scales here. It gets kind of fat in the body and then skinny back in the tail. I suppose it's more realistic in that respect, like a fish. So Jackall SK Pop Grande, you can see it has these, I forget which size they are, number 4 size treble hooks. I'm sure there's some kind of a Owner or Daiichi or VMC style black nickel hook. I know that they're very sharp. They have a thicker wire on them. They're very strong. You really can't even push down on them and move them at all. So, and you just work it just like a gunfish, just like any other topwater bait. And I know that they work fantastic for me, you guys. If you're looking for something that's an alternative to a gunfish, or maybe not even an alternative, maybe just something to supplement your gunfish collection that you have, check out the Mudsucker 110. Before I forget to do this, like I forget almost every week, I'm going to do this measurement here that says it's 4.5 inches with the ring, and then without the ring it's more like just over 3/8. What is that? Yeah, about 3/8. So Jackall Mudsucker 110, and I'm going to go ahead and call my shot and say look out for like a 90 or 100 size. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.